Hi, do you actually have a downward turn mouth? Perhaps your skin isn't sagging, well it's your Modiolus muscle. So in today's video we're doing a really great fascia one-point technique to really help lift up this muscle, that downturned mouth, and also those marionette lines in the process. So first things first, you want to start off with clean skin, and I am going to be using, as always, a little bit of Kinship oil, just so we've got a little bit of grip and glide, so we're not compromising the skin by dragging or pulling. So just a couple of drops to the fingers. And then just gently apply from the jawline all the way along, by that side of the mouth here, lower part of the face, and just working the oil in front and behind the ears and either side of the neck. So our first starting point, we need to open up the gates to the lymphatics first. So where our collarbone is just above, we've got some indentations. And if you can just take the pads of your fingers and just give these a few gentle presses. Now, the Modiolus muscle is actually connected to at least another 9 muscles in the lower part of the face. So again, we do want to release all of this. So where your mouth is, either side of the corners of the mouth where they tend to go downturned, you just want to move about a centimetre across laterally, and you should be able to feel a bit of a sort of a point here, and you may be able to feel even a little bit of tightness in this area. So taking the fingers, let's just do a bit of gentle tapping here first, just to get the blood flow and circulation to the area, keeping the rest of the mouth nice and relaxed. Now I also like to make sure that when I'm doing my fascia work, and that my feet are in alignment and parallel, and my face is relaxed, and my back is nice and straight as well, and the shoulders nice and relaxed. By doing this, you're allowing for maximum oxygen, blood flow and nutrients to the facial and the neck area. So once we've done that, let's just take our finger and do one at a time, thumb placed under and fingers at the other side, and just gently pinch that. You don't want to be going too deep, and you want to go in lots of different directions. If you do have long nails, you can always use a thumb and a knuckle. And the fascia is a connective tissue within the whole of the body. And obviously when this gets stuck, it can get quite tight and it drags everything down and forward. So you want to be lifting everything up. I would recommend doing this in a mirror as well. You tend to find it's a lot easier, and you may be able to find that point. Again, or just use your knuckle and a thumb. Now, I like to do these 2 or 3 times a week. So now we're going to do a bit of buckle, if you like, movement as well. So you really want clean hands for this, or you could be wearing have a glove on the hands. We're going to be taking our thumb, and we're first of all going to work particularly around this point area, and we're going to work in very light, slow motion, round circular movements, nice and small circular movements one way and then the other, to really help release this point. So taking our thumb, either one side of the mouth, and I do like to take an anchor, by the way, just so you're not stretching at the skin. And let's go the other way. And release, and then on the other side. And please tell me down below in the comments if you can feel that little lump there. Again, we want to release this. So thumb placed it into the mouth, fingers above. And then the other way. And then we're going to take our thumb into the mouth again, and we're going to be working in an upwards motion from the jawline working past that Modiolus muscle towards the anchor as well of the nasal. So we do this 3 times. And then on the other side, thumb placed in, again just working light to medium, really release any tightness of fascia from the jawline past the mouth towards the nasal lift point here. And gently release. And you should be able to have felt, particularly as we're going all the way along, that hardness here of that Modiolus muscle, and we really want to release that. So once we've done our buccal massage, before we get on with the lymphatic drainage to release the toxins and waste, we just want to wash our hands. We now want to finish off with the all-important lymphatic drainage. So placing our fingers onto our jawline area here, you want to lift all the way up past the Modiolus muscle towards the anchor point as well of the nasal, and then just very gently glide along. And this is a feather light touch. The lymph is very also close to the surface of the skin as well, and so you just need to be very nice and light, just moving toxins and waste around this area, making sure that the rest of the mouth, lower part of the face is nice and relaxed, and the back is nice and straight. I also like to do some really lovely deep belly breathing in through the nose for 4 and out for 6 while I'm doing these fascia exercises to really again help with calming down the nervous system, but also to help with oxygen and blood flow as well. We hold a lot of tension in our face, and if this is relaxed, this really also does help the fine lines and wrinkles and our face. Right, so thumb placed under the chin, fingers above as a hook, and we're just now gently lifting up and across. Again, working past that Modiolus anchor point, fascia point. And one last time. And then coming in front of the ears where we have plenty of lymph nodes, and behind the ears. This is the point I always want to swallow. You can literally feel things moving along when you're doing this. And then with one hand at a time, gliding down that big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And then on the other side. And then from the chin all the way down, where our collarbone is, just above, we have some indentations. So if you can take the pads of the fingers and just give those a few gentle presses, this will release all the toxins and waste we've moved within the lower part of the face after our amazing fascia point technique into the body, ready for elimination. Now, I'd highly recommend a glass of lukewarm water after you've done any fascia work to rehydrate the fascia, but also to help with detoxification within the neck, the face, and also the body area as well. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, comment down below, and tell me how you found this. I also have Substack if you'd like to check that out, and also in my description my amazing 11 botanical ritual facial oil if you're interested. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.